Wow. Okay. Okay. Let's do Gemini. Hey Google. Hey Google. Today, clear skies.
Yes, today's skies in Radcliffe, Kentucky are clear. Enjoy the sunshine.
Hey Google. Thunderstorms tonight.
Based on current weather data, there is no indication of thunderstorms in Radcliffe, Kentucky tonight. However, weather conditions can change rapidly, so it's always a good idea to check a local weather forecast for the most up-to-date information.
What's the weather today?
Today in Radcliffe, Kentucky, it's sunny with clear skies. Enjoy the beautiful day.
Oh. What can you do?
Okay, here's the deal. I'm a large language model, which means I can provide summaries of factual
What's the
topics
weather?
or create stories. In Radcliffe, it'll be sunny, with a high of 73 and a low of 40. Right now, it's 44 and sunny.
Tonight, thunderstorms.
In Radcliffe, the forecast is for a high of 69 and a low of 43 and clear.
No. Clock on.
So I can't control your phone directly yet, but you should be able to do this easily. If you have a digital assistant, try asking them to turn the alarm on. You can also use the clock app directly. It should be pretty simple to find and set.
Alexa, do something.
So I can't control your phone directly yet, but you should be able to do this easily. If you have a digital assistant, try asking them to turn the alarm on. You can also use the clock app directly. It should be pretty simple to find and set.
What's the weather?
In Radcliffe, it's 44 and sunny. Today, it'll be sunny, with a high of 73 and a low of 40.
Open YouTube.
So I can't control your phone directly yet, but you should be able to do this easily. Just say open YouTube to your phone, and it should open right up.
Volume 2.
So I can't control your phone directly yet, but you should be able to do this easily. If you have a digital assistant, you can ask them to turn the volume up. You can also use the volume buttons on the side of your phone to adjust it directly.
Tell me the story.
Okay, here's a short story. In a small town nestled between rolling hills, there lived a young girl named Alara. Alara loved exploring the woods behind her house. One sunny afternoon, she followed a particularly intriguing path and stumbled upon a hidden clearing. In the center of the clearing was an old, gnarled oak tree, unlike any she'd seen before. As she got closer, she noticed a small, glowing orb nestled in the crook of its branches. Cautiously, Ilara reached out to touch it, and in that instant, she was transported to a magical world filled with talking animals and floating islands.
Collapse your eager eyes and dream. The squire too fell in soft repose like a child without a worldly care.
Can
Yet as the
Alexa tell
blissful heroes
stories?
napped, indeed, two eyes were watching them.
Yes, Alexa can tell stories. You can ask her to tell you a bedtime story, a fairy tale, or even a story about a specific
snatching away
topic.
their bread and flask without so much as a glancing touch. When the sun was somewhat lower sunk, the glint off heavy shields struck their eyes. Upright the knight sprung all at arms.
What can you
only
do?
To a groggy squire's surprise.
Okay, I can provide summaries of factual topics or create stories. For example, I can give you the weather, or maybe help you write a poem. But I can't do things like make phone calls, send texts, or play music yet.
Somewhere on a hidden limb. The
Stop.
knight craned his neck and cried, "Squire,
Hey
tell me,
Google.
can you see him?" The shaded crook let rain the wine to dampen boiling rage below. The knight let out a reedy scream until his tongue could tell what flowed. A dark fury rose and filled his heart as he raised up his engraved
Ugh.
steel. Wild hacks against the guiltless tree left scattered cuts for all his zeal. "Climb up now, servant, shake him loose," he growled toward his dumbstruck ward. But the boy found only branches. "Then go higher." Yes, my lord." "Do you suppose a nymph?" asked the squire. "Perhaps the wood is full of charms." Every fiend their minds could conjure mocked them with chimeric harms. Now the dark was settling faster, and all signs of life
Tell
were
me
silenced.
something.
The squire was perched and shivering as the knight's eyes drained of violence. The last ray of sun touched a clasp. "I spy our purse, the search has ended." The squire inched out until in hand, tied pouch to belt,
Hey Google.
and descended. Still the knight did not feel justice had been meted to the bandit, and the giggle was heard once more. "Come down, face me, I demand it." The adversary did not speak, nor meet the brave knight's threatening,
Set
but merely
alarm.
flapped his arms to show he'd soon be off on feathered wings.
As an AI language model, I can't directly set an alarm on your device. However, you can easily do this using your phone's built-in alarm app or by asking a virtual assistant like Siri, Google Assistant, or Alexa. Here's how to set an alarm on your phone.
Repeat that.
1. Open the clock app. This is usually located on your home screen or in the app drawer. 2. Tap on the alarm tab. 3. Tap the plus button to create a new alarm. 4. Set the time for your alarm. 5. Choose the days you want the alarm to repeat. 6. Set the alarm sound and volume. 7. Tap save to confirm. If you have a virtual assistant, 1. Say hey Siri, hey Google, or Alexa. 2. Ask to set an alarm. For example, you could say, set an alarm for 7:30 a.m. tomorrow. 3. Follow the voice prompts to customize your alarm settings.
Yet as the blissful heroes
Wow.
napped, indeed, 2 eyes were watching there. A keen beggar, both small and quick, made fast work of purse and clutch, snatching away their bread and flask without so much as a glancing touch. When the sun was somewhat
Tell me
lower
something.
sunk, the glint off heavy shields.
According to All Things Kenyan, cheetahs use their tails to steer when they run, like a rudder steering a boat.
Surprise. Such a wave of amber rage swept across the knight's grimace. The sky thickened up as overhead gathered a darkened nimbus.
Let's see what the Wheel of Fun suggests. It says to sing a song.
Somewhere on a hidden limb. Can you see him? The shade
Okay. Here goes.
Boiling rage below. The knight let out a reedy scream until his tongue could tell what flowed. A dark
Who are
fury
you?
rose and filled his heart as he raised
I'm your
up his
Google
engraved
Assistant.
steel.
How can I help you?
Wild hacks against the guiltless tree left scattered cuts for all his zeal.
See you later.
"Climb up now, servant, shake him loose," he growled toward his dumbstruck ward.
Have a good day,
The boy found
Pasqualina.
only branches, then go higher.
Done.
Yes, my lord." "Do you suppose a nymph?" asked the squire. "Perhaps the wood is full of charms." Every fiend their minds could conjure mocked them with chimeric harms.
Tell me a story about the bandit.
The bandit.
Ah.
A knight rode through the sunlit forest with his trusty squire and solid steed. He sought adventure everywhere, but encountered no misdeeds. Then, a rustle in the thorny brush. Could it be his enemy's flag? Yet when he drew his heavy sword, his foe was just a stag. Eventually, he took his rest beside a gentle misted
Okay.
stream. The tall reeds swayed as if to say, "Collapse your eager eyes and dream." The squire too fell in soft repose
Can
like
Alexa
a child
tell
without
stories?
a worldly care. Yet as the blissful hero
Sorry,
laughed,
I didn't understand.
2 eyes were watching there. A keen beggar, both small and quick, made fast work of purse and clutch, snatching away their bread and flask without so much as a glancing touch. When the sun was somewhat lower sunk, the glint off heavy shields struck their
Can
eyes.
Alexa tell
Upright
stories?
the knight sprung all at arms, only to a groggy squire's surprise. Such a wave of amber rage swept across the
Can
night's grimace.
Alexa
The
tell
sky
stories?
thickened up as overhead gathered a darkened nimbus. Like a fan to flame, a giggle sprung from somewhere on a hidden limb.
I can't find any Alexa devices in your home.
Cried, Squire, tell me, can you see him? The shaded crook let rain the wine to dampen boiling rage below. The knight let out a reedy scream until his tongue could
Can
tell what
Alexa
flowed.
tell stories?
A dark fury rose and filled his heart as he raised
Yes,
up his
Alexa
invaded
can tell you
soul.
stories. You can ask her to tell a bedtime story. Alexa, tell me a bedtime story. Open a specific storytelling skill. Alexa, open Amazon Storytime. Play a particular story. Alexa, play The Three Little Pigs on Amazon Storytime. Would you like me to tell you a story now?
Asked the squire.
No.
Perhaps the wood is full of charms. Every fiend their minds could conjure mocked them with chimeric harms. Now the dark was settling faster,
Tell
and
me
all
something.
signs of life were silenced. The squire was perched and shivering.
Absolutely. Here's a fun fact. Did you know that the longest word in the English language is pneumon microscopic silicovolcanoconiosis? It's a medical term for a lung disease caused by inhaling very fine particles of silica. Would you like to hear another fact? Or perhaps a joke?
Clear skies, pollen
The
high
giggle
to
was
them.
heard once more. Come down, face me. I
Sure,
demand it.
I'll use YouTube Music. First, you'll need to connect YouTube Music to turn on this extension.
But merely flapped his arms to show he'd soon be off on feathered wing. It was a magpie, sire, the squire laughed. But the knight was more demure.
Clear skies,
to be so
pollen
taunted and
high
undone
today.
by such a clever little bird.
As of October 20th, 2024, the pollen count in Radcliffe, Kentucky is moderate. This means that people with allergies might experience mild symptoms. However, pollen levels can fluctuate throughout the day and week. For the most accurate and up-to-date pollen forecast,
Air quality bad today.
as of October 20th, 2024, the air quality in Radcliffe, Kentucky is generally good. However, it's always a good idea to check the most recent air quality index, AQI, for your specific location, as conditions
Set alarm.
Alright, for when?
Cancel.
No problem. No new alarm set.
Set alarm.
So I can't control alarms yet when we are live. For now, going live is great for things like chatting, finding answers, or brainstorming new ideas.
How are you?
I'm doing well, thanks for asking. I'm always learning new things and getting better at having conversations. How can I help you today?
Hello.
Hello there. What's on your mind today?
Nothing.
Hey, just wanted to let you know that I'm always here if you need me. We can talk about anything that's on your mind, whether you want to learn something new, solve a problem, or just chat.
Who are you?
I'm Gemini, your direct access to Google AI. I'm trained on large amounts of publicly available data, and I can communicate and generate human-like text in response to a wide range of questions. Just try me out and see what I can do for you.
I like you a lot.
Well, that's really nice of you to say. That's great to hear. I try my best to be a helpful and friendly assistant.
Stop. I was recording. Okay.